Hello everyone, welcome back to our online lessons. I am Nijat. I will be here with you for 2 hours from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and today's topic, we will be talking about superlative adjectives and quantifiers for pre-intermediate level students. And today is one of the holidays in Turkey. Today is a Ramadan holiday and tomorrow is also a holiday. So I'm gonna congratulate everyone because of Ramadan. Happy Ramadan to everyone, and may Allah bless you and your family. And wishing blessed Ramadan that will inspire you with courage and strength that will help you to win every challenge of your life. So wishing you happy Ramadan. May God bless your path and with knowledge and light that will help to enlighten your heart. Happy Ramadan again to everyone. So let's start today's lesson. Like as I told you before, we will be talking about superlative adjectives, as you see from my screen. I'm gonna say hi everyone. Muhammed Türk Yılmaz, Halil Özan, Muhammed Türk Yılmaz says 3 times hello. Hello everyone again, and as you know, in today's lesson we will be talking about superlative adjectives. So if you are ready, we can start. And today is Saturday, and like most of people, like they don't work today and they are at home and they are watching us online, and I am here to help you with this grammar, and we will learn superlative adjectives in today's lesson. Merve Güler, welcome to my online lesson. And by the way, don't forget to follow our YouTube channel and Instagram account, and also you can watch us on Facebook, Justenglish Facebook account. All right, like the last lesson, on Thursday's lesson, I talked about comparatives, but today we will learn how can we make superlative adjectives and how can we make this kind of sentences. So superlative adjectives, what does it mean? A superlative adjective expresses extreme or highest degree of quality, highest, like top quality. We use a superlative adjective to describe the extreme quality of one thing, or like in a group of things, or like when we can use superlative adjectives when talking about 3 or more things, not 2 things. If we are talking about 2 things, we should use comparatives, but this is a superlative, and we have to have at least 3 things to compare in order to show the superlative, which one is the highest, which one is the tallest, which one is the extreme. So in the example below, you can see like biggest is a superlative form of the adjective. Like A, B, C, 3 letters we have, as you see. A is the biggest. So I will tell you how can we make the superlative sentences, like formation of superlative adjectives. As you know, adjectives are divided into 2 groups, like 1 syllable adjectives and more than 1 syllable adjectives, like 2 syllables, 3 syllables, or more than 3. So if we have 1 syllable in the adjective, we add est to the end of the adjective. As with comparative adjective, there are 2 ways to form the superlative adjective, as I told you, as you see here. Like here you can see, like short is an adjective. Welcome, Salah, hello. Short is adjective and it has 1 syllable. Short, just we have 1 O here, like 1 syllable, 1 vowel letter, and we should add est to the end of the adjective. Or long, so we should add long, longest. Like 1 syllable adjectives, as you see, like here you can see old, fast. 2 syllable adjectives, happy, easy, finished with y. They are a little bit different from others. And rule, add, how can we use est? Like if we have 1 syllable in the adjective, as I told you, we add est. Old, the oldest. Okay, old, the oldest. And don't forget to add the in front of the adjective and est suffixes to the end of the adjective here. And variation, if the adjective ends in e, we just add st. Like for example, late. Late is an adjective and it finished with e. Okay, so we don't have to add the next e to the end of the adjective, so we use just one e. Late, latest, the latest. If the adjective ends in the consonant vowels, consonant double in the last consonant, like for example, big, okay, it finishes with a consonant vowel, like, so we have to use a double G here, the biggest. Hello everyone, Mehmet Erdemli and Ozan Uludağ, welcome to our online lesson. I'm happy to see you here, and I hope you will have a wonderful lesson and you will understand today's lesson and you won't have any problem anymore. Long adjectives, I mean like adjectives consist of 2 syllables or more than 2 syllables. For example, modern or pleasant. Modern, we say more modern for comparison, but when it comes to superlative, we use the most modern. So we add most and the most modern, the most expensive. Like as you see, expensive, intellectual, like it has more than 2 syllables, so we use the most. Here you can see with some 2-syllable adjectives we can use est or most, like quite, clever, narrow, simple. They are exception. The quite we can say most quite, also we can use. Clever we can use the cleverest or most clever. The narrowest, the most narrow. The simplest, the most simple. So actually it changed from like because of the American English or British English. The following adjectives have irregular verbs. For example, irregular forms. For example, we have good, we have bad, and we have far. They are irregular adjectives in English. For example, we change it differently. Like we change the root of the adjective. Good, gooder we can say, or the goodest we can't say. We say good, the best, bad, the worst, far, the farthest or furthest. Hi Leila and Azime, welcome to our online lesson, and enjoy the lesson. Use of superlative adjectives, why we use it, and I will show you some examples, some sentences to show how can we use them grammatically, like when we are writing something or when we are talking about a group of people, a group of things. In English, we need to use superlative. For example, Ali is the tallest one. Ali is the most hardworking one. Ali is the laziest student in the classroom. So we use a superlative adjective to describe one thing in a group of 3 or more things. Look at these examples. John, 1.75 meters, is David is 1.80 meters. So Chris is 1.85 meters. So who is the tallest? Of course, Chris. Chris is the tallest. Yeah. Chris is the tallest one. Canada, China, and Russia, they are big countries, as you know, but Russia is the biggest. As you see, John, David, Chris, there are 3 people. Canada, China, and Russia, 3 countries. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world, like more than 3. Like there are lots of mountains in the world, but Mount Everest is the highest one. All right. And let me show you another example. Planets like Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Diameters, distance from the sun, like we have some measures here. You can see lengths of the day, hours, moons, surface temperature, like degrees with Celsius. As you see, diameter of Earth is 12,760. Mars is 6,790. Jupiter is 142,800. So Jupiter is the biggest. Jupiter is the most distant from the sun. As you see from these figures, from these numbers, Jupiter is the most distant from the sun. Jupiter has the shortest day. Jupiter has the most moons. Jupiter is the coldest. So like superlative, if we show more than two things, like two things, we use superlative. For example, Istanbul, Ankara, or Eskişehir. Istanbul is the most crowded city. Like we can compare three cities in Turkey, like Istanbul, Eskişehir, and Ankara. So Istanbul is the most crowded city in Turkey. So I hope you understood the grammar with the superlative, and let's continue with exercises. I'm going to show you how can we use them, and how can we practice them while we are talking, while we are writing, while we are reading, or listening to something in order to understand deeply superlatives. So adjectives with one syllable, we add the or est. Adjectives two syllables, we add the and the most, like as you see, the and most. For example, the coldest, the most expensive. Let's continue with exercise from 1 to 11. 1 is already written here. Well, for example, I'm tallest person in my family. Yes. What about the Jupiter? Jupiter, like we have to use big planet in our solar system. In our solar system, it means we have more than one planet, and Jupiter is blah blah blah planet. So can you help me to do this exercise here? I'm waiting for your comments to these questions. And yes, Sla has already written her answer. Sla says the correct answer for number 2 is the biggest. Yes, Sla, congratulations, it's correct. Thank you so much for your answers, and let me wait for other comments in order to check are they correct or not. Yes, Kadir, Münevver, Minel, Şeyma, and Halil Özan, they say is the biggest. Yes, is the biggest is the correct answer for number 2. And let me open yes, not. Yes, I will write the numbers of questions here in order to show you the correct answers. So don't forget to write to be, is, the, and biggest. Biggest. Number 2 is a correct answer. Let's continue with number 3. Elephants, blah blah blah, land animals on earth. So number 2, Sıla, Halil, Özan, Mehmet Erdemli, Leyla, Emir, they say the largest. Yes, and also Leyla, Emir, please don't forget to write to be. M is are one of them. But elephants, Mr. Mehmet Erdemli, elephants, it means in plural, not one. It means maybe 5, maybe 7, maybe 10 elephants as plural. That's why we have to use are. Elephants are the largest land animals on earth. Yes. Let's continue with number 4. We bought blah blah blah TV in the store. Okay, and yes, Layla, Shema wrote is largest. It's not the is largest. Okay, are largest, because of our subject is plural. That's why we have to use to be in plural, like are the largest. Number 4, we bought. Let me check your answers. Halil Ozan says the most expensive. Yes. Salah says is the most expensive. Is, yes, is the most expensive. Or but the verb is bought. No need to use to be here. Mehmet Erdem says is the most, not is the most, just the most. Yes, number 4 is the most expensive. The most expensive. Yes, number 4 is the most expensive. We bought the most expensive TV in the store. Yes. Number 4, we bought the most expensive TV in the store. Let me tell you correct answers. Who wrote the correct answer? Halil Ozan wrote. Halil Ozan, Sıla and Mehmet, they have a mistake with to be. They shouldn't use to be here. Minel, it is correct. Your answer is correct. Kadir, your answer is correct as well. Minever, Muhammad, and yes, Muhammad, your answers are wonderful. Thank you, guys. All right, let's continue with number 5. Which sports do you think? Okay, number 5. Which sports do you think? Okay, the most dangerous. The most dangerous. Okay, but how can we make a sentence? It's correct. Okay, superlative form of dangerous is correct. Which sports do you think are the most dangerous? The most dangerous. Yes, the most dangerous sports. The most dangerous is the correct answer. The most dangerous. The most dangerous answer is correct. So, which sports do you think the most dangerous in your opinion? Which one? Which one is the most dangerous? Football, basketball, volleyball, or which one? Which one is the most dangerous in the world or in Turkey? Can you tell me the correct answer to number 5? Okay, I'm waiting for your comments to this question, and I will let you know which one is the most dangerous. Which one is the most dangerous? Which one? Which one? Which sport is the most dangerous? They are hiking. Kadir says hiking. Hiking is the most dangerous sport in the world. Okay, we will see. So my students are writing the answer to number 6. Okay, so let's do number 6 if you want to do. I think scuba diving. Yeah, scuba diving could be the most dangerous sport in the world. Okay, and let's continue with number 6. My cat. My cat. What? Number 6. Number 6. Ayşe Yenilmez says hiking. Yes, my cat is the laziest animal I know. Yes, is the laziest. The laziest. Yes, laziest is the correct. Is the laziest is the correct answer. Great, great, great. Number 7. This restaurant serves. Well, good is an irregular adjective, and we have to change it from rude. Okay, so let me check your comments for number 7. This restaurant serves blah blah blah. Lazy. But Mr. Muhammed Türk Yılmaz says my cat isn't laziest animal I know. Maybe your cat isn't lazy, but my cat is the laziest animal. Welcome Ali Koruk. This restaurant serves not the better, the best. Yes, the best food in town. The best is a correct answer for number 7. The best. Yes, this restaurant serves the best food in town. The answer. What does this lazy mean? Lazy. Not hardworking, sleeping, sitting all day in front of the TV or computer, playing video games, watching something, eating all day long. So we call this kind of people lazy. Yasin Sandallı asked, what does the lazy means? Yeah, the lazy I explained. Number 8. I think math math, blah blah blah subject. Ali Konuk, most difficult, but Ali, your answer is as a small mistake. Don't forget to use the most difficult. Yes, the most difficult. The most difficult. I think math is the most difficult subject. Math is the most difficult subject. Yes, great. I think math is the most difficult subject. Why we don't use is for number 7? This lesson serves the best because we have a verb. We have verb here. That's why we don't use to be. Like we have a verb. Like this lesson serves the best. Okay. The best food in town. Number 8. I think math is the most difficult subject. Yes. Minever asked question, why we don't use is for number 7? Because of serves. We have a verb, serves. We don't need to be here in this sentence. That's why we shouldn't use to be. Okay, and next one is about number 9. What blah blah blah word in English that you know? Number 9, yes, is the longest. Shoulders. True. Okay. Shoulders. I couldn't understand. Not sala azime, shoulders. Okay. So let me check your comments in order to make sure they are correct or not. I think the number 9. What is the longest word? Yes. What is the longest word in English that you know? Let's continue with number 10. He blah blah blah man in this story. Number 10. Yes, the longest, not Griezmann say is the most longer. No, it's not more longer. We have est, the longest. Okay, is the most strangest. Is the most. If we have est, Mr. Halil Ozan, we don't need to use most. Okay, if we add est, we don't need to use most. Like number 10 is the strangest. And 11, last week I had blah blah blah time of my life. So number 11, the correct answer is what? Last week I had the worst, yes, the worst time of my life. I had the worst time of my life. Yes, number 11 is the worst. Yes. Number 12, which place? Which place, and we have adjective hot, and it is one syllable adjective, and we have to add est to the end of the adjective, and we have to write double T. Yes, because it ends with a consonant letter. Yes, the hottest. The hottest. Which place? I forgot to be. Which place is the hottest place on Earth? Which place is the hottest place on Earth? Yes. The hottest is a correct answer. Yes, is the hottest is a correct answer. Leyla, Halil, Ali, and Muhammad, Minel, Minever, Salah, Azime. Yeah, your answers are correct. Okay, number 13. I think it blah blah blah. Show on television. Ali says the most interesting. No, Ali, we are doing number 13, not number 14. Ali is active today as a hyperactive student, and he's writing answers to all questions. The funniest, yes. The correct answer of 13, I think it is the funniest. It is the funniest show on television. Yes, it is the funniest show on television. It's the funniest, the funniest. Azima, don't forget to write the here. Be careful. And number 14. Number 14. My friend, interesting person I know. So number 14. Yasin Sandali says Libya 58.8 degrees. Wow. Libya. The most interesting, yes, is the most interesting, is the most, because it has more than 2 syllables. Interesting, yes, the most interesting person I know. My friend is the most interesting person I know. And let's continue with number 15. Oh, who blah blah blah person in your country. Okay. Who and adjective is famous person in your country. So let me check your answers to this sentence, and then we will see who is the famous, most famous. Yes, who is the most famous? Who is the most famous? Yes, who is the most famous person in your country? Let me ask this question from you. Like, who is the most famous person in your country? Can you write a sentence? For example, my brother is the most famous person in my country. For example, my cousin, my uncle. And who is the most famous person in your country? Can you let me know? And can you answer to my question? Who is the most famous person in your country? All right, I'm waiting for your answer. Who is the most famous person in your country? Who? Can you tell me? Who is the most famous person in your country? All right. I am checking your comments. I am the most famous person in my country. Mr. Ozan Uludağ says he is the most famous person in his country. Ali says me, and Ozan Uludağ. Okay. And who is the most famous? I know there are most famous persons. Yes, some most famous persons. I think Acun Ilıcalı is the most famous person in my country. My teacher is the most famous person in school. Muhammed Türk Yılmaz says. Oh, who is your teacher, Mr. Muhammad? Can you tell me? Azime, there are so many. There are so many famous person in your country. Yes, there are some famous singers. There are some famous comedians, politicians, scientists, people. There are in Turkey. Yes, there are so many. Azime is right. Azime says there are so many famous people in her country. She's right. She's correct. Okay, let me continue. Let's continue with this one I'm gonna show you. And we have questions, and we have to write an answer to this one. Kadir, güç bilmezse Nicat teacher is the most famous teacher in my country. Thank you so much. All right, so many. There are so many. Yes. Okay, number one. What is the blah blah place you have ever been to? You have ever been to? This is interesting, and we have to write the correct form of superlative, and then we will answer. We will answer to this sentence. Yes, the most interesting is a correct answer. The most interesting is a correct answer. And let me add not. I can't add not. Why? I don't know. Yes. All right. I will try to add comment, but I'm okay. Yes, the correct answer is the most interesting. Yes. What is the most interesting place you have ever been to? The most interesting place you have ever been to? And the answer, then Dilara asked me question. What is the most interesting place you have ever been to? And you should mention the name of the place. Have a nice day, Mr. Ali. For example, Muğla is the most interesting place, or Muğla, the most interesting place I've ever been to is Muğla. Like, we can write this answer to the question. For example, the second one, Muğla, or not Muğla, the most interesting place I have ever been to is Muğla. Yes, I think so. The fans is the most famous Nusret on Instagram. Also, Nusret, I don't like him, not more. Yeah, it's nice comment. Yeah. Okay. The answer of number one, we should write the most interesting place I've ever been to is Muğla, for example. Ürgüp peri bacaları is the most interesting place I've ever been to, or we can say the most interesting place I have ever been to is, for example, Balıklı Göl. I've ever been to is the most interesting place in Urfa, Mr. Muhammed Türk Yılmaz says. Okay, let's continue with number two. What is blah blah blah building you have ever been in? Now, you have ever been in. What is the blah blah blah building you have ever been? Yes, tallest. Sıla Köktemir says tallest. What is the tallest building you have ever been in? The tallest is a correct answer to this sentence. And B, let's write a sentence. Let's write an answer to B. For example, the tallest building I've ever been in is, for example, which one? For example, Trump Tower. Yes. For example, maybe there are other places, other buildings taller than Trump Tower, but we can say the tallest building I have ever been in is, we should write the name of the place. Yes. All right. I'm waiting for your comments to this sentence. For example, yes, like we can say the tallest building I've ever been in is Trump Tower. And Münevver says the tallest building I've ever been in is Galata Tower. Yes, could be. Yeah, Galata Tower. The tallest building I've ever been is Galata Tower. Number 3, which is okay, number 3 largest. But this is not superlative. Number 3 is not a superlative. Metropole in Mersin, Muhammed says. Kadir says Burj Khalifa hotel I've ever been in is Dubai. No, the tallest building, Mr. Kadir, the tallest building I have ever been in is Burj Al Khalifa. Yes, but look at here, Sahara Desert and Gobi Desert, and two places. Which is larger? Like it is a superlative? No, it is a comparison. Which is larger? Which is larger, the Sahara Desert or the Gobi Desert? We can say the Sahara Desert is larger than Gobi Desert. Okay, larger, not largest. They say largest. No, not largest. Larger, because it's a comparison. It's not a superlative. Which is which is larger, Sahara Desert or the Gobi Desert? So we should say the Sahara Desert is larger than Gobi Desert. Yes, larger is a correct answer. Who is blah blah blah, Lady Gaga or Madonna? Lady Gaga or Madonna? Which one? Number 4. Yes, more famous is a correct answer. Münevver Kavak, more famous. Who is more famous, Lady Gaga or Madonna? Can you let me know? Who is more famous? Yes, Oğuzhan Kunduz, your answer is correct. Yes, more famous is a correct answer. Who is more famous, Lady Gaga or Madonna? I'm sorry. And can you let me know the correct answer? Lady Gaga or Madonna? Who is? Madonna is more famous than Lady Gaga, or Lady Gaga is more famous than Madonna? Which one? Who? Who is more famous? Can you write your sentences? Madonna, Azme says Madonna is more famous than Lady Gaga. Okay. All right. And another one. Any more answer? All right. Yes. Who is more famous, Lady Gaga or Madonna? They says Madonna is more famous than Lady Gaga. Doğan says hi everyone. Welcome Doğan to our online lesson. Okay. Same they say. Madonna is more famous than Lady Gaga. Münevver says Lady Özen. Dilara says Lady Gaga. Mine says Madonna is more famous than Lady Gaga. Yeah. Most of the people choose Madonna. Madonna is more famous like singer than more famous singer than Lady Gaga. All right. Yes. Let's continue with number 5. Number 5. Which country has blah blah blah population, China or India? Number 5, China and India, like both countries have the highest population in the world, like around 1 billion, 1.4 billion or 1.5 billion. Yes, Hüseyin Dursun says larger than. Which country has a larger population, not larger than? Sıla, larger population. Which country has a larger population, China or India? Not the largest, the larger population. Okay, which country has a larger population? This answer is correct. Like we should say China or India, and we have to write the correct answer to this sentence. How can we use that? Can you let me know, please? So which country has a larger population, China or India? China or India? Please write your answers. The more larger, Muhammed Türk Yılmaz. No, we can't use the more. We don't use the with comparative adjectives. Okay. Azme says China. China has a larger population than India. Yes, your answer is correct, Azime. China has a larger population than India. That is the correct answer. Yes. China has a larger China is Kadir Güç Bilmez. China is larger than India, not has. Okay. China is larger than India. You can say like this. China has a larger population than India. Okay, let's continue with number 6. Let me check. Yes, Muhammed Türk Yılmaz says China. Hüseyin Dursun says I've joined to the meetup. Yet teacher, we can use with. Then we can use then. Yes, we can use then. Which one is larger? China is larger than or bigger than India, for example. Minever says China has a larger population than India. Yes, Minever, your answer is correct. And also Minel wrote the correct answer. Thank you, guys. Let's continue with number 6. Which fruit has blah blah blah smell, bananas or durians? Which one? Okay, can you write an answer to number 6, please? Durians or bananas? So I know that you know banana, but I'm sure that you don't have any information about durian. Durian, a large oval tropical fruit with a hard skin covered in sharp points, yellow, orange, or red flesh, and a very, very strong smell it has. So banana or durian? Durian. Okay, let me check. Yes, which fruit has a stronger smell, has a stronger smell? Bananas or durians? Durians have a stronger smell than bananas. Yes, let's listen to me carefully. Which fruit has a stronger smell, bananas or durians? We should say durians have a stronger smell than bananas. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello Mr. Ercan. Welcome to our online lesson. Yes, listen again. Which fruit has a stronger smell, bananas or durians? So correct answer is durians. Durians have a stronger has a stronger smell than bananas. Yes. Let's continue with number 7. Number 7. Yes, let me show you. What is and this one, number 7, is a little bit different. Is it right? My thought, if a noun is following is a superlative, we don't use then. Yes, if we have a superlative, we don't use then. We use then with comparative sentences, Mr. Hussein. Yes, durians has a stronger smell than bananas. Yes. What is the biggest problem in the world? Yes, as you see, we have in here. We have in the world. What is the biggest problem in the world? Can you tell me biggest problem in the world? Which one is the biggest problem? Which one? For example, the air pollution. Air pollution is the biggest problem in the world today. Air pollution. But during the coronavirus, air, the pollution level of pollution has been decreased. Yeah, you know, like we can see Uludağ, like from Istanbul. So the level of pollution has been decreased by the number of cars. So like we don't use more cars. We use less cars in Istanbul at the moment. Yes, because of COVID-19, Muhammed Türkülmez says. Yes, what is the biggest problem in the world today? The air pollution is the biggest problem in the world. Münevver says the biggest problem is coronavirus in the world today. Yes, because everyone stays at home. Nobody goes out because of curfew. At weekends, we are not allowed to go out. We are not allowed to walk in the parks. So at the moment, like the biggest problem we experience is coronavirus. Münevver is completely right in this topic. Okay, guys, let's have 15 minutes break time. And after the break, we will continue with the second part of today's lesson. I will be talking about quantifiers, and then we will have some exercises related to that topic. Okay, guys, see you in 15 minutes.
Olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyor seni parlak bir gelecek. Sen ona gittikçe o sana gelecek. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
A word for the joy and smile, a world where everyone will live by satisfaction and urge to survive in the outside world, Justenglish style. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what you don't see anywhere else. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what do, Justenglish style.
Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, macerayla tanış. Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, bu dünyaya karış. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
Knife. Enthusiastic.
Pronunciation.
Enthusiastic.
And enthusiasm. Enthusiastic.
Reci bilmiyorum. Recipe. Recipe. Bir daha. Recipe.
Clark. Pronunciation.
Şimdi sen de dile gel. olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyor seni parlak bir gelecek. Sen ona gittikçe o sana gelecek. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel.
A word for the joy and smile, a world where A1 only by satisfaction and urge to survive in the outside world, Justenglish style. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what you don't see anywhere else. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what do, Justenglish style.
Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, macerayla tanış. Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, bu dünyaya karış. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel.
Knife.
Knife. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Pronunciation.
Enthusiastic.
And enthusiasm. Etrustik.
Reci bilmiyorum.
Recipe.
Recipe. Recipe.
Bir daha.
Recipe.
Clark.
Clark.
Clark. Pronunciation.
Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel.
Hello again, hello guys, welcome back to our online lesson. It's the second part of today's lesson. As you know, today's lesson is about superlative adjectives and quantifiers. I will be talking about quantifiers in the second part of the lesson, like right now. And I am Nijat. I am again here to help you with this grammar. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with the superlative adjectives, and then we will learn how can we talk about quantifiers. So if everybody is here, we can continue with superlative adjectives, and we have to make some sentences by unscrambling the sentences below. As you see, from number 1, for example, my dog passed animal state, and we have to write a sentence by using the different words here, like my dog, blah blah, and we have fast, we have animal and state. So how can we make a sentence? We have to make a sentence by using like subject, verb, and object and adverb. For example, my dog is the fastest animal in the state. Yes, that's the correct sentence. How can we make other sentences? For example, Henrietta, excellent student class. We have 4 words, and we have to make a sentence from this 4 words in order to make a superlative sentence. I need your help in this topic. I need your answers. I need your fantastic comments to this sentence. Okay, guys, be careful. How can we make this sentence? Like, we have to use a subject, like, okay. How can we do that? All right. So as you see, subject is here, Henrietta. Okay, Henrietta, and we have to use to be is, yes, one person. Henrietta is the most excellent, yes, the most excellent students in the class. Yes, the correct answer is Henrietta is the most excellent student in the class. Yes, that is the correct answer for this sentence. So Henrietta is the most excellent student in the class. Yeah, Henrietta is the most excellent student in the class. Ozan Uludağ and Mehmet Olkaç, your answers are completely correct. Thank you, guys. And Sıla wrote an answer to this sentence. Yes, Henrietta is the most excellent student, in the class. Yeah, super. And number 3, boots, expensive and store. Number 3, boots, expensive and store. So for number 3, boots, singular or plural? Yes, it is plural, and we have to use are. Boots are, Sıla, be careful with your to be. Yes, Sıla Kökdemir, not is. Boots are the most expensive in the store. Yes, boots are the most expensive things in the store. The most expensive products in the store. We can say. Yes, boots are, not is. Number 4, August. Humid month and year. August, humid month and year. All right, how can we make this sentence? Boots are the most expensive in the store. Okay, Halil Ozan says boots are the most expensive in the store. Mr. Halil Ozan, in the store. And what about number 4? August, humid month, year. Okay, this is really interesting sentence, and I should make sure how you write this sentence. Okay, let me check your answers. Are they correct or not? August, humid month and year. So Ozan Uludağ says August is the most humid month in a year. No, it's not correct, Mr. Ozan. Azme says T. Azme, I don't know what she wants to write. August is the most humid month in a year. Mehmet Olkaç, your answer is a false answer, by the way. August is the humidest month in the year. No, it is false, Minevver. Kadir Güç Bilmez, August is the most humid month in a year. No, it is false. It is false. Pablo is the most expensive. Not Pablo. Sıla, we are trying to answer number 4. August month is the humidest year. No, Mr. Halil. Okay, nobody answered correctly. Let me tell you the correct answer. August is the most humid month of the year. Of the year. Yılın en sıcak, not sıcak, humid, nem. Humid months of the year. Of the year, not in, okay? Of the year. August is the most humid month of the year. Of is the correct answer. Mehmet Olkaz. August is the most humid month of the year. Yes. And number 5, Bebo, expensive restaurant city. Bebo, expensive restaurant city. And who wrote about Bebo? Yes, Bebo is the most expensive, but the rest of the sentence is not completed, and we have to complete the sentence. Bebo, what? Bebo is the most expensive, is the humidest, not humidest, the most humid month. Bebo is the most expensive restaurant in the city. Yes, congratulations, Doğan. Your answer is correct. Bebo is the most expensive restaurant in the city. Yes, Bebo is the most expensive restaurant in the city. Great. And number 6. Let's continue with number 6. Ozan, Doğan, and Münevver Kavak. Your answers are totally correct. Thank you. Yes, Barış Yıldırım says hi. Hi, Mr. Barış. Welcome to our online lesson. And number 6, Coldplay, Wonderful Band World. Coldplay is the name of band. A group of people, they sing and play together. Coldplay. Sıla Kökdemir says Coldplay is the most wonderful, and Doğan also wrote the most wonderful band in the world. Yes, in the world, band in the world. Yes, that is the correct answer. The most wonderful band in the world. Yes, Coldplay is the most wonderful band in the world. That is the correct answer. Thank you, guys. And number 7, Buffalo, called city and country. So let's complete. Let's complete this one. Buffalo, called city, blah blah country. Coldplay, Kadir says, is the most wonderful band in the world. Yes. But for number 7, our subject is Buffalo. Buffalo is blah blah blah blah blah blah. I shouldn't say the correct answer. You should write that. Buffalo is the coldest city in the country. Yes, guys, correct. That's great. Buffalo is the coldest city in the country. Is the coldest city. Yes, that's the correct answer. Münevver, no, not Münevver. Yes, Münevver wrote. Münevver, Kadir, Doğan, Sıla, and Ozan. Fantastic answers. Great, perfect. And number 8. Isabella, beautiful girl contest. Isabella. Okay, and let's make a sentence for Isabella. Azime says Buffalo is the coldest city in the country. Yes, Azime, your answer is correct. Isabella, beautiful girl contest. Yes, Isabella is the most beautiful girl in the contest. Yes, the most beautiful girl in the contest. Yes, number 8. The correct answer is Isabella is beautiful, the most beautiful. Isabella is the most beautiful girl in the contest. Yes. And number 9, Trevor, talented cook class. So Trevor, Doğan says Trevor is the most talented cook in the class. Oh, good, Doğan. You are really active today. And Mr. Halil Ozan wrote an answer to number 8. Isabella is the most beautiful. Mr. Halil, don't forget to use the most, because beautiful, it has more than one syllable. That's why we should use most. The most beautiful girl in the contest, Mr. Halil. Minever says Isabella is the most beautiful girl. Yes, Trevor. Yes, Trevor. Sıla says Minever and Mehmet, they say Trevor is the most beautiful girl. Not Trevor. Talented cook. Yes, Trevor is the most talented cook in the class. Yes, Trevor is the most talented cook in the class. That answer is correct. All right, and let's continue with number 10. Number 10, the Amazon Deep River, South America. Wow, Ozan was waiting for number 10 and wrote an answer firstly. Thank you, Ozan. Ozan is really active today. Ozan says the Amazon is the deepest, yes, deepest the deepest river in South America. Yes, the Amazon is the deepest river in South America. Yes, is the deepest river in South America. Great, fantastic, guys. Okay, let me continue with this one, like the last exercise for superlative, and then we will continue with quantifiers. We have to write the correct answers for this given sentences. This building is very old. It is the oldest building. It is the oldest building in the town. Yes, Kader, your answer is correct as well. Yeah. Minel, Minever, Sıla, Mehmet, Doğan, Azime. Yes, fantastic answers. Minel Korkmaz wrote an answer. Great. So it was a very happy day. It was a very happy day. It was blah blah blah of my life. So part B. The happiest day. Yes, it was the happiest day of my life. It was the happiest day. Yes, number, no, not number, B. Yes, B. Let me write it here. B is, it was a very happy day. It was the happiest. It was the happiest day. It was the happiest day. It was the happiest day of my life. Yes, the happiest day of my life is a correct answer. Great. Let me drink my water and let's continue with C, and let's answer C. It's a very good film. It is blah blah blah I have seen. Yes, good is an irregular adjective in English. We have good, we have bad, and we have far. They are irregular adjectives and we should change them from fruit. Like, it's a very good film. It is the best film I've seen. Yes, the best film I've seen or I've ever seen. Yes, the best film. The best film is a correct answer for C. And let's continue with D. How can we write the correct answer for D? It was a very bad mistake. It was blah blah blah in my life. Yes, in my life. It was a very bad mistake. It was the worst. Yes, the worst mistake in my I forgot to write film here. Yes, the worst mistake in my life. That's the correct answer for D. It was the worst mistake in my life. And part E. It was a very cold day. It was blah blah blah of the year. The coldest, yes. Great, guys, super. It was really great. If I see your answers are correct, it makes me happy. It was a very cold day. It was the coldest day. It was the coldest day of the year. Yes, it was the coldest day of the year. And F, she is a popular singer. She blah blah blah in the country. Okay, let me wait for your answers to F. She is a popular singer. She is the most popular singer in the country. Mehmet Olkats, thank you. She is the most popular singer in not singer. Yes, singer in the country. And let's continue with G. He is a very boring person. Okay, and let's wait for your answers. Yes, Sıla Halil, Mr. Halil, great. You learned superlative. Doğan, the most popular. Yes, Doğan, your answer is correct. The coldest day, yes, it was correct. She's the most popular singer in the country. Mehmet Olkats, yes. Oğuzhan Kundu says she's the most popular singer. Yes, that's correct, Mr. Oğuzhan. And Halil says the most popular singer. Azime also said the most popular singer is most boring person I know. Yes, guys, your answers are really awesome. Perfect. Part G, he's a very boring person. He is the most boring person I know. He is the most boring person I know. Yes. He is the most boring person I know. That's the correct answer for G. Fantastic. And let's continue with H. Let's answer H. This house is very big. It is blah blah blah. I've lived in. Wow, Doğan, Sıla, Azime. They have already written their answers. For H, what is the correct answer for H? This house is very big. It is the biggest. Yes, the biggest with double G. Biggest what? Biggest house. Yes, biggest house I have lived in. Yes, and my cousin is very tall. He is this the sentence I is really interesting. And we will see the correct answer. Okay. All right, the tallest cousin Yes, the tallest cousin is a correct answer, I think, but we will see. We will see. And I will wait for your comments, and then we will continue with next sentence. Yes, the tallest cousin, just only Mehmet Olkaç and Ozan Uludağ. Yes, my cousin is very tall. He is the tallest cousin. Yes, the cousin I have. Yeah, the tallest cousin is a correct answer for I. And let's continue with J. Laura is a very pretty girl. She is blah blah blah. Yes, a person I have, but we have cousin Azme. We can also use cousin, okay? Person can be anyone. Person can be your wife, your sister, your blah blah blah, your brother, your husband. But cousin, we should write cousin. He is the tallest cousin I have. And let me continue with J. Lara is a very pretty girl. She is the prettiest. Okay, let me check your answers. Are they correct or not? So we will see if your answer is correct or not. Yeah, okay, your answers, like who wrote the prettiest girl I know. Yes, prettiest girl I know. The prettiest is a correct answer for J. All right, guys, we have finished superlatives, and I want to ask you, do you have any question related to this topic? Because I will continue with another topic. I will continue with quantifiers. I will be talking about quantifiers. And I want to ask you, do you have any question with superlative? Do you have any problem with superlative? If you have, and let me know, I will explain and again, don't worry. Just let me know your problems. If you have any problems, if you have any worries related to this grammar, like superlative forms of adjectives, I can answer to your questions. Okay. Doğan asked me what times of day starting this kind of stuff. Doğan, our online lessons normally start at 12 p.m. till like 11 p.m. Okay, so you can watch us every day, but tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow we don't have any online lesson. We will have a lessons for Monday. So, and if you want to get information, if you want to get detailed information about our program, weekly program, you can go to Justenglish Instagram account, and you can get information. You can get information from Justenglish Instagram account. Okay, Mehmet says simplest or the most simple. Both of them are correct, Mr. Mehmet. Both of them are correct. Like in some British and some American, some of them they say most simple, some of them they say the simplest. Yes. Okay. If there is any question, I am really ready to answer to your questions. If you have any question, I am ready to answer. If you don't have any question, we can continue with quantifiers. Do you have any question? Do you have any question, guys? If not, if you say not, I will continue with quantifiers. If you say yes, I will explain again. Don't worry. So can you tell me if you have any problem or not? Then I will continue. I am the most beautiful, Azme says. The most beautiful is correct. Okay, if I think you don't have any problem, let's continue. Let's continue with quantifiers for pre-intermediate level. I'm using English file materials, and so if you're ready, let's continue with quantifiers. Quantifiers, like we add emphasize to the sentence, to the thing that we are talking about. Like we have too much, we have too many, and we have too. And how can we use them and why we use them? And also we have enough on the right side of the screen. You can see we use too much, too many, too, to say more than is good. For example, something is good. Yes, miktar they say. Sıla says. Hello Alia, welcome. Yes, if we are talking about miktar, if we are talking about quantifiers, we have to use too much, too many, and too. Why we use too much? We use too much before uncountable nouns. As you know, in English we have two types of nouns. We have countable nouns and uncountable nouns. If we are talking about countable nouns, we will use too many, or if we are talking about uncountable nouns, we have to use too much. Yes. For example, I am stressed. I am stressed. I have too much work. Work is uncountable noun. That's why I use too much. And also we can use too much after a verb. For example, Nijat teacher talks too much. Yes. Talking to screen and getting your answers to my questions and checking your comments if they are correct or not. Like, I mean, I talk too much. Yes, or he talks too much, or for example, he speaks too much, blah blah blah. Yes, too much, keep in your mind, we have two rules with too much. We use too much before uncountable nouns and after the verb. Okay, after the verb, before uncountable nouns. That was the first rule. The second rule is about too many. Too many, as you see, we use with countable nouns. We use countable nouns. So, like, for example, I have too many books. Doğan says, what about so much? So much is different. This is the grammar with so and such. In the next lesson, I can talk about so much and so. I will let you know how can we use so and so much, Doğan. Okay, but in today's lesson, we should focus on quantifiers. The next lesson, we can talk about so much and so. Too many, we use countable nouns. As you see, my diet is unhealthy. I eat too many cakes and sweets. Or, I have too many things to do today. Or, I have many notes. We can say, I have too many notes. Okay, too many, more than enough. Too much with uncountable, too many with countable. And the next one is too, T and double O. Why we use too? I don't want to go out. I am too tired. Oh, like when we use too, like it has the negative meaning. I am too tired. I am too sleepy. I am too anxious. I am too blah blah blah. Ayşe yenilmez. Be patient. I will continue with enough. Don't worry. Is too. We use before adjective. Okay, before adjective. Too many and too much. We use them before nouns, but I use too. Like not I. This is the English grammar. We use too before adjective. Too tired. Too sleepy. Too nervous, too anxious, too boring, too interesting, like this. I hope you got it. And next one is about enough. Yeah, Ayşe says, what about enough? Okay, Enough, it means yeteri kadar. Yes, yeteri kadar. Like, it's enough, we say. We use enough before a noun. İsimden önce. We use enough. Do you eat enough vegetables? Okay. All that is necessary. Yeteri kadar demek. Thank you, Sıla. Yes. Enough we use before nouns. Do you eat enough vegetables? And we use enough after verb. Okay. I don't drink enough water. I don't eat enough food. I don't sleep enough. So we use enough after verb, okay, with no object. Like enough after verb with no object. I don't drink enough water. And the next rule is about what? Like we can use like enough after adjective and adverb. Like number 2, she doesn't sleep enough. Okay, it was about verb. But number 3 is about the adjective and adverb. For example, my fridge isn't big enough, or our classroom is not big enough for students because there are more than, for example, 15 students, but our class is small. That's why I can say our classroom isn't big enough. Or we can use enough after adverbs. For example, I don't go to bed early enough. I do not, or I don't go to bed early enough. Great. It was about quantifiers. If you have any question, if you didn't understand, you can let me know. I can explain again and again. Don't worry, just let me know and ask me your questions. Do you have any question? If you don't have any question, we can continue with part A. Like we have to circle the correct form. Do you have any question, guys? With this grammar, do you understand? I hope all of you understood it. And I can continue comfortably. Yes, understood very well. Azime says, Minel says, yes, I got it. Great. Okay. So if you understood, let's continue with exercises. Number 1, I eat too or too much chocolate. Which one is correct? Can you let me know which one is correct? Which one? Too or too much? Let's learn. Yeah, understood. Alias says, okay, I eat too much chocolate or too chocolate. Chocolate is a noun. Which one we should use for number 1? Halil Özan says too. Halil, we use too before adjectives, but chocolate is noun. So that's why we have to use too much. Too much is a correct answer here. Too much is a correct answer because chocolate is a noun and uncountable noun. That's why we have to use too much. Soydan Solmaz, Sıla Gökdemir, Azime and Alia, they wrote the correct answer. Yes, Selcan, your answer is correct as well. Thank you. And number 2, I eat too much crisps or too many crisps. Number 2, I eat too many or too much crisps. Which one is correct? Number 2, we are talking about number 2. Too many or too much? Sıla and Azme, they wrote an answer to number 3, but we are talking about number 2. Number 2 is too many. Yes, too many is a correct answer for number 2. What about number 3? I don't drink enough water or I don't drink water enough. Water is a countable noun. I don't drink enough, uncountable noun, and we use enough, and we use enough before a noun. Yes, I don't drink enough water. Okay, too much is wrong answer. Too many crisps. Yes. All right. What about number 4? I can't come. I am too much busy or too busy. I can't come. I am too busy. I am too busy. Busy is an adjective, and I use too busy. Why? Because too much. Busy is adjective. We can't use too much. Too busy is a correct answer. Yes, 2 is correct answer, guys. And number 5, you work too much or too many. Number 5, you work too much or too many. You work too much. Yes, too much is a correct answer. You work too much. Yes, great, thank you. Halil Özan, Minel, and Azime, and Seydan, and Sıla. Yes, your answers are correct. And number 6, I don't have enough time or time enough. Number 6. Number 6, I don't have time enough or enough time. Number 6, which one is correct? Yes, enough time. Enough time is a correct answer. Enough time. I don't have enough time. Yes, thank you, guys. Sıla, your answer is correct. Halil, Soydan, Minever. Yes, one by one I'm telling you. All right, and number 7, I don't go out enough or I don't go enough go out. I don't enough go out. Which one is correct? Number 7, I don't go out enough. Yes, as you know, we use enough after the verb. Yes, enough, go out enough. Let me highlight like this. Go out enough is a correct answer. Yes, go out enough. That's great. And number 8, she's too lazy or she's too much lazy. Sıla says too lazy. Yes, too lazy is a correct answer. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much. She's too lazy or too much lazy. Too lazy, yeah. Too lazy is a correct answer for this sentence. Yep. All right, thank you. And let's continue with part B, last part, and we have to use too much, too many, or enough. Like too much, too many, and enough. And we have to use one of them for these sentences. Number 1, I am not very fit. I am not very fit. I don't do number 1. I am not very fit. I don't do number 1. Azime says much, but Azime, we don't use much after verb. We have a verb. Too much or much. I don't do enough exercise. Yes, enough exercise is a correct answer for this sentence. Number 1 is enough. Number 2, I can't walk to school. It is number 2. Number 2 is, yeah, Minever, Fatma, Minel, Sıla. Azime, Halil, Özan, your answers are correct. Yes, number 2 is 2. Yes, I can't walk to school. It is too far. Yeah, number 2 is 2. And let's continue with number 3. There are blah blah blah cars on the roads today. Cars, like countable noun, plural, and we have to use what? There are blah blah blah cars on the roads today. 2 cars. Cars is a noun. Number 3. I am looking forward to getting answers for number 3. There are too many. Yes, too many cars. Too many cars. There are too many cars on the roads today. Yes, that's the correct answer. There are too many cars. Too many cars on the roads today. Yes. Okay, and let's continue with number 4. I spent blah blah blah time on the computer. It gives me headaches. Yeah, too many is correct answer for number 3. Number 2 is 2. What about number 4? I spent too much. Yes, too much time, because time is a non-countable noun. That's why we have to use too much. I spent too much time on the computer. It gives me headache. Too much is the correct answer. All right. And number 5, I don't sleep blah blah blah only 5 or 6 hours, but I really need 8. Yes, Halil Özan, your answer is correct for number 5. Enough is correct. Yes, I don't sleep enough, only 5 or 6 hours. But I really need 8. Mehmet Alka said too much time on the computer. Yes, too much time on the computer. Azime, not just 2, because time is a noun, we have to use too much. Number 6. I was blah blah blah. Yes, Azime wrote an answer to number 6. Yes, 2 is correct, Azime. Sorry. Number 7. Okay, number 6 was 2. Great, thank you. And let's continue with number 7. There were blah blah blah people at the party, so it was impossible to dance. Number 7. Waiting for number 7. Yes, number 6 is 2. That's great, but I'm waiting for your answers to number 7. There were blah blah people at the party, so it was impossible to dance. There were, yes, too many people. Yes, too many is the correct answer, Azime and Münevver. Thank you so much for your answers. Too many. And the last sentence, yes, too many. Fatma Kılıç says just 2, not 2. Too many people is a noun. That's why we have to use too many, because it's plural. And number 8, I always have blah blah blah and blah blah blah. Yes, number 8 is really interesting. Alia said the most difficult. It's not the difficult, Alia. Mehmet Olka said I was too ill. Yes, it's good. It is correct. Too many. Yes. All right. And I always have number 8. Number 8. Too much work, Azime, and enough free time. Yes, Azime, thank you. Great answer from you. Too much time, because time is too much work, because work is uncountable noun. Yes, too much and enough. Enough free time is a correct answer. Yes, too much and enough. They are correct answers to number 8. All right, guys. We have come to the end of the lesson. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say big thanks to everyone who who was active here and who helped me with this lesson and who wrote a comment to the questions. Thank you so much. Thanks again. And today is Saturday. Tomorrow is a holiday. Happy Ramadan. And I wishing you a happy Ramadan. May God bless your path with knowledge and light that will help to enlighten your heart. And may Allah give you all the prosperity and success. May Allah bless you with wealth and happiness and gives you a healthy life, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. See you next time. Have a great weekend. Take care. Okay, see you.
Olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyorum.